December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Red, cycle.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. They'll get this out to Genty. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. On play action, Young. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Raiders at 6-5 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Right through. Set.
Young to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's early, but a natural cliche word here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
To throw, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it fourth down. They're going. It's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Pat Bryant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this out to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. Remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that layup.
And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But you look at this Bronco defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Young off the play fake. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the give, Genty. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Set, go.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And it's going to be caught by Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A gain of 31 yards.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Going down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. 52, ready.
Young will set to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
White, yellow, 43, 10.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
In punt formation for the Raiders.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a little taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Nix to the air. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's wrong. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of... team, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but... before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Back to the air with Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. To throw is Nix. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Young now from the 50. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Set. Ready.
Right back to Genty on first down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
33, yellow. Hut.
To throw, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw is Young. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before and get back to it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the play. And the Broncos first down.
In motion left goes Sutton. Here's Nix once more. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Nix to throw again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Nix from the shotgun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did down over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, how they sequence things, George run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Set, go. Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And so close, he gets it to the rim. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Set, cut. 10 black, 10 cycle. 6, mega. Ready.
Throwing, Young. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
45, White.
Now Young. They fights him off. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
White, blue, steel, black. Ready, go. Ready.
Young. Now he's going to step up and run. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Young takes it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Bryce Young as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Raiders 24, Broncos 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Franklin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. York able to send this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. To their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
That's good. Broncos first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping on.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And down inside the 15 he goes. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly ready up today, partner, because they've played big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Nix looking to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now it's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. 2nd and 10.
Drill green. Down. Ready?
Here is Young. That's Mayo, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
There wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Set hut. 50 green. Set hut.
A play fake. Now Young. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, here's White. And they'll get this to the 32.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Set. 10 sight. Blue 32. Ready?
Young working out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Nix to the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kevin Winston. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. as he ran off the field after making that play. We saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's caught by Tucker. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball on the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Black 40.
Now Young going to move him around.
97. Set.
Young from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Ready?
They go play action. Young on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Here we go.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go. Claw, 10. Blue strike. Ready.
Young to throw it. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Go
line.
down. Cut.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Watch out now. Set.
Young will set to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this point, this offense feels like they can just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Right. Down. 50. Green. Set.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Working out of the gun is Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to the air with Nix. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Roth. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. York on now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Broncos 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here we go. 10 cycles. 45. One.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Smith red. Check. Blue check. Ready?
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. It's grabbed over the middle by Wayne. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's Young off play action. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 4-yard line.
Ready. Black, 95.
Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Come on, set, ready.
Off the play fake, Young. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker for 40 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
17.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
And now here's another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. But you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Set. Go. Red, 38. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. They'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
White. Ready, go.
Young
first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set, hut. 33, yellow.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready. Ready.
Young off the play fake.
He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
Here's White.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Striker, 3.
And Young's going to throw it here. And this will be caught with taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for the Raiders, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Denver.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools